Hello, hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about the Hario V60 Dripper. Yes, people, this is a pour-over maker. It is a very, very simple machine, if you will, made out of some kind of ceramic. I went with the 1 to 2 cup dripper because I do not need a lot of this. This is something that I am slightly thinking is going to be completely terrible. It does require your own paper filter, and if you know anything about me, you know I'm not a big fan of paper filters. I try to go filterless as much as possible. All right, in this video, we're gonna be doing a hands-on with the box. Then we're gonna do a quick unboxing, take a look at the dripper itself, do a first impressions. After that, we are gonna throw a paper filter in it and brew up a nice hot cup of coffee. Then we're gonna do my favorite part of this whole shebang. We're gonna be doing the sip review. Yes, this is gonna tell us a lot about this machine, whether it's something that you should buy or skip. I'm doing the hard work for you so you don't have to. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So right off the bat, when I'm looking at this thing, I'm thinking, that does not look premium, made in Japan. It has definitely a lot of Japanese writing right here. Very, very interesting. Yeah, it's smaller than I thought too. When you look at it online, this definitely looks way, way, way bigger. Did not realize that this was a Japanese first, American second device. So that is very, very interesting. I should have known by the title right here that this was a Japanese first, American second, made in Japan. That's very cool. I respect the Japanese a lot. That is, this is how you use it. Okay, and this is like what you would see probably if you went into a Japanese store. You'd see a lot of packaging with some very interesting artwork on it. Take a look at the bottom, nothing there. All right, let's just get straight into it. I don't know if you can hear my daughter. She is a loud girl this morning. Ooh, the first thing you get is a measuring scoop. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. And then you're presented with the glass. Okay. So we are hit with our first sort of question or problem. Where are the filters that we're supposed to be using? I'm guessing you can use any filter. Luckily, I have those cone filters in my house, but if you were buying this and you didn't know that you had to buy filters, you'd be pretty annoyed right now. Okay, so that's how to brew. Very simple, very cool. Let's get that box out of there and take a look at this thing. Very, very interesting. I feel like I've gone to Japan and bought a product and not known it. This is really, really cool. Ooh, the sticker will not come off. Okay, that will stay on there then. Make it more authentic. Okay, so right off the bat, this feels like a hefty teacup. It is thick. It feels very solid. Definitely will crack and break when dropped. It's not a Pyrex. It doesn't have that like super strong glass feel to it, but it also doesn't feel like you're going to break it if you just set it down, which is very, very important. The bottom actually has a nice, I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's like a textured glass down here, which looks like it's more designed to take a hit on even like say granite or something or tile. Okay, so yeah, so first impressions looking at this thing, I think that it's going to perform probably as you would expect. There's a nice like star cut out there, which may create a better flow. So this is really going to come down to the paper filter, how you go about heating up the water. So this is going to be a very simple, straightforward review. It's either going to work really, really great. Good design, that's cool. There you go. It's either going to work really, really great, or it's going to be a don't buy, and I'm going to send it back to Amazon. So we shall see. Coming up, we're going to throw a filter into here, boil up some hot water, and cross our fingers. All right, so this is what I have going on here. I actually filled this right here full of 2 scoops from the measuring scoop that came with it. This is my Kicking Horse 454 horsepower coffee. That is the filter right there. It is not the actual cone filter, but it is going to work. It is a number 4. It should not be a number 4. All right, I have cleaned this with soap and water. It was very easy to clean, and actually the stickers came right off, so don't worry about those stickers. That is the mug I'm going to be using to do this. All right, so I'm going to heat it to about 185. That is optimal for pour over, and since this is a pour over, it is going to work perfectly for this task. That is my Coffee Gator pour over kettle. It's actually really nice. Okay, so the first thing that I've been told is you want to hit your filter with some hot water. This is going to remove all of the paper taste and make your cup of coffee taste so much better, so much more premium. I'm not a filter guy, like I've said, so this is all new territory for me. And you can kind of see that a little bit of that water. All right, there are the grounds right there. Like a cooking show, this is going to be very simple. I just pour it straight in, pre-set up and everything for you. So this is ground to a medium grind, which is also optimal for a pour over. Once again, this is a pour over dripper right here, so this should work perfectly. All right, so I switched it to a glass cup just so we can see exactly what's happening down below. I didn't want to have it go into the other mug and us question what it looked like. So they say to pour it right into the middle and not pour it onto the sides. So there we go, straight in the middle and then out towards the sides. That's good. All right, so that's looking like a very rich stream. It's looking like a rich cup of coffee. For some reason, my glass cup is fogging up. All right, so there's a little bit of crema right there. If you watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about, but not much. There we go. It's kind of a straight stream, and it kind of just comes out very quickly. This is a small glass mug though, so just be forewarned that it's not giant, so it is going to fill up very quickly. But all in all, what's going on up top is it's very basic. It's very simple. It's like you have a filter, and when you pour the water in, it goes into the cup. It's not really doing, at least to me, it's not really doing anything special. Like, you're not like, ooh, this is going to be the best cup of coffee I've ever had. It's just doing a very quick and simple pour over. All right, so let's try to get it in there without spilling. Oh no, dribbles. That is a very rich looking stream, people. I have to admit that looks like some really good coffee going into my mug. Here we go with the continuous pour. We are going to, whoa, that guy got a little sloppy. So there's some frothy crema at the top. We're going to fill this up one more time just so we get a good coffee to water ratio. And there you go. You can kind of see what's happening in there. The filter pokes out the bottom, so that's probably why it's not coming out as like a star and coming out more as a straight stream, which is very interesting, because even if this was a cone filter, it would still poke out the bottom. And here we go. We're going to take another look here. Even if it was a cone filter, it would still poke out the bottom. See, that's a cone. So the star setup is kind of funny. I guess it's trying to push it all down to the middle. It's just kind of confusing. I would like to know if the pointy cone filter at the bottom made a little bit of a difference. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's a closer look at the filters that I'm using, and that looks like a good second cup. Let's throw it in there. Once again, very rich stream. That does look like a premium cup of coffee right there, and it made it pretty quickly, I would have to admit. All right, so you want to drink your coffee between 130 and 140. I drink it about 132 for optimal taste, so try this at home. Throw a thermometer in your mug and just see what you're normally drinking your coffee at. I would bet you're drinking it pretty hot, and that would eliminate a lot of the good flavor. So do this at home, throw a thermometer in there, let it cool to about 135, 132, and enjoy a brand new cup of coffee.
Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to talk about a sponsor that I have for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Yes, people, Don Pablo makes an amazing variety of coffee. I actually went down to Miami, Florida and modeled for his bourbon infused coffee. Yes, people, they have bourbon infused coffee. This is coffee for the people who don't even like to drink coffee. This is coffee for people who love to drink coffee but are bored of the normal coffees. They have single serve bourbon infused coffee. They have whole bean bourbon infused coffee, not to mention all the other varieties they have. They are a small batch coffee roaster. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm going to tell you. A small batch means you're going to get a fresher bean. Yes, people, everything they roast is roasted smaller, which means you're getting a fresher batch. All the other companies roast in ginormous roasting contraptions, and that means you're getting it less of a fresh batch. So click the link down below, go buy some amazing coffee, and let's get back to the video. Oh, is that a bright light? Oh yeah, you see that bright light. All right, let's get into this review sip test, people. Woo, I am so excited. Now, I did do a full sip test on this coffee previously. So if you look back, you'll find the 454 horsepower on my channel. So you'll know how I rated it there. So this is gonna be kind of a sip test review and comparison to the Coffee Gator pour over maker. So let's get into this one. Oh, wow. Wow, that is very, very good. Wow. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing is it's actually quite sweet. Yeah, it's much sweeter. So something with this pour over versus the last pour over, the Coffee Gator, this one is definitely a lot sweeter. All right, so we are fully off mic now and back into this sip test. When you are dealing with a toddler and a newborn, you are dealing with a house that is totally unpredictable. So let's get back into the sip test, finally. Yes, so I don't know if I already said it. I don't know how much I've edited out, but definitely sweeter. Definitely a very, very nice cup of coffee. I'm not super sure exactly what that dripper did, because the water kind of flowed through it very, very quickly, and I did not like that at all. I felt like the star at the bottom is just too wide, it's too open. They may push back and say that's gonna create a better taste, a better cup of coffee, blah, blah, blah. Also, the fact that you cannot use the machine without a paper filter is a big oh no for me, so I'm not very happy with that. But I have to admit that it is a very premium cup of coffee. Comparing it to the Coffee Gator pour over maker, it's definitely sweeter. Obviously the water to coffee ratio is different. I don't know exactly the difference, but it is. But yeah, I'm gonna say that this thing is definitely worth it. It's not a terrible, you know, gimmick. It's actually probably more functional than it comes across as. Yeah, and it's definitely, it's a thicker, I think it's also a thicker cup of coffee, so it definitely feels thicker on the tongue, whereas the pour over maker by Coffee Gator is a little bit thinner for this particular ground coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna say from the sip test, I'm gonna give this thing a solid 4 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna say it's worth it, yeah, it's good.
Okay, so final thoughts on this bad boy right here. So I'm gonna say that this thing is still a solid 4 stars. I'm gonna say that you're gonna buy it. It's very, very small. I cannot emphasize that enough. This is a very small device. It makes a good cup of coffee. You're not going to have any problems with it at all. The only thing is you are going to have to buy their filters. So they do sell these filters on Amazon, and they're cheap but not super cheap. So over time it's going to add up, and that's going to make a $20 device go up to a $50 and $100 device over a year's time probably. So that's my only gripe. If you're someone like me who loves a filterless cup of coffee, then skip this one. This one is not going to be for you. But if you're looking to save space and you're looking for something that is super, super easy and very quick, this is the one to go with. You're going to throw your filter in there. You're going to throw your ground coffee in there, and it's going to be brewed up and ready to go super, super fast. You're going to throw the filter away. You're going to do a quick rinse in the sink, and this is going to go back where you had it. It looks nice, so you could set it on a shelf. It's not going to look ugly, and it doesn't even really look like something that you're going to make coffee out of. So if you're looking for something that is just inconspicuous, this is definitely the one. All in all, I would say that it is a recommended for someone who is willing to use a paper filter. I would say definitely go with it. Yeah, definitely worth it to buy for a gift. It's very simple. It's very cool. Maybe buy it for someone who's not a coffee drinker, so that when you go over to their house, you can make yourself a cup of coffee. I don't think anyone is gonna feel like, oh no, I gotta store this coffee maker in my house. I wish they did send out their filter with this. That would have made this so much more premium and so much more better. It's kind of like they're saying, hey, here's part of the device, but you have to go buy the other part. It's like someone selling you a espresso machine without the puck, and you're just sitting there like, how do I make a cup of coffee now? So like I said, I bought this. If I didn't have the filters at home, I would not have been able to make a cup of coffee. And I think that's going to happen to a lot of people, where they buy this and they think, oh, I'm going to be able to brew up a hot cup of coffee when it arrives, but they didn't buy the filter, and now they got to wait. You know, Amazon's quick, so, you know, 1 to 3 days you'll have it, but that's still 1 to 3 days you're not going to be able to use this thing. So be forewarned, buy the filters, give it as a gift. It's definitely 4 out of 5 stars for me. It's not a 5-star device at all, and I would definitely recommend other pour over makers if you have more space. So it's almost perfect, but not quite there. It didn't really blow me away with any of the way it's set up or made. I didn't feel like it made a cup of coffee that was to die for. So 4 out of 5 stars is good. Buy it, give it as a gift. Enjoy life, people.
All right, there you go. That's the Hario V60. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 1K, got monetized, what, so excited, so thankful, so grateful, of course, but I need your help. Yes, people, I need you. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets, this guy's on YouTube, they should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Yeah, that light just went out. Bye-bye.